Hello everyone, Brian here, and I've got another game of Homefront for you. This is Ground Control on Farm. Based on the feedback you guys gave me in my last video, I edited this down and sped up some of the little bit slower paced portions of it for you, because the unedited version was about 15 minutes long, and I didn't think you'd want to watch a video quite that long, so I cut this down to, was it just over 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark? But I did leave all the best parts in there. And in this game I was trying out something a little bit different, because I know the last video I had done I talked about using vehicles a lot, and I think I used the tank primarily. In this game I'm using the phosphorus bomb and the hellfire missiles, and only up until towards the end of the game do I finally decide to get into a vehicle. Because I was just dying an awful lot, and I went on a bit of a warpath once I got into the Abrams. So I may try out the vehicles a little bit more, because the last couple nights I have only been using the phosphorus bomb, and actually at the very end of this video I have a little bonus clip for you of a nice little quad I got the other day when I was playing. But that's not what I planned on talking about during this video. During this video I thought we would talk about some of the, I guess, stupid decisions people make, and this is going to be in reference to tattoos. I'm going to start out by saying my younger sister, back when I think she was an mid-teenager, somewhere around 16, 17 years old I think, she had the brilliant idea, as many other people do, of getting a boyfriend's name tattooed on them. And at that point in your life you pretty much know, or you should know, this is not the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And needless to say, that is not the person that my sister ended up marrying. So once she did get married, she pretty much had to have that tattoo worked over a little bit. And I think she was able to convert it into something else, like Ivy or something like that. In my opinion, you should never, ever get someone's name tattooed on you, because you just never know what's going to happen. I mean, if you want to get your kid's name tattooed on you, that's fine. That's at least makes sense, because they're always going to be your child no matter what. I mean, there's always that possibility your kid's going to turn out to be a serial killer or some kind of criminal, but in that case I guess it might not be the best decision in the world, but that's a chance you kind of have to take. The reason that I came up with this idea for a commentary is because of my best friend's significant other. She has some unique taste, to put it mildly. I won't get into all of her little quirks and personality traits that would, I guess you could say, are you more than unique, but she, I guess, has a little infatuation, or says she's in love with a celebrity, which happens to be Donnie Wahlberg right now. And I don't know exactly where. I think she may have bumped into him in a mall somewhere, or whatever the case may be. But she got him to autograph a part of her body. I want to say it was either her arm or her leg. It was hard to tell from the pictures she posted on Facebook. And actually we saw her last night, and thankfully she didn't point this out to me, because I was going to have some not so nice things to say about it. But what she decided to do with the autograph is have it tattooed on her. Now, that is a bit extreme, to say the least, in my opinion. I mean, if you get a B-list celebrity's autograph tattooed on you, that's not something I ever would have thought of in all of my time when I was thinking about getting a tattoo, which I have never done, because I really don't know what I would ever get that I wouldn't get bored of in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever the case may be. So I've never gone down the road of getting a tattoo. But if I ever did get one, that really would not be it. I think the only time I would even possibly consider doing something with a celebrity would be if I happened to meet like Jessica Alba and she blew me and I had lipstick rings around my dick. Maybe that I'd get tattooed on there with the words saying Jessica Alba was here, if I could get her to autograph it. But that's about as far as I may take it. I wouldn't get the name of a B-list celebrity tattooed on me, because that's... I was at a loss for words when I saw those pictures on Facebook. And like I said, I'm really glad that she decided not to bring it up last night, because I really didn't want to cause a little bit of a fight between my friend and her by voicing my opinion, which I pretty much would have had to do. I don't think I could have bit my tongue if she had pointed that out to me. I mean, do you guys think that's as strange and as crazy as I do? I'd love to hear your opinions and thoughts on that, and see if I wasn't overreacting a little bit when I saw that. I don't think I was, but I think many of you will agree with me as well. And I know plenty of people that have tattoos. A lot of people get, Celtic symbols, crosses, Chinese symbols, whatever may be, personal to them. And I mean, tattoos are really cool. I'm not a big fan of people that have them, up and down their arms or all over their body and are tattooed from head to toe. I mean, that's never really been appealing to me. I mean, my wife has a tattoo, but when my friends and I were all a lot younger, they always thought that I'd be the first person to get a tattoo. Because I was always the, I guess, a little bit more wild one out of the group, and always a little bit more the risk taker, and I was pretty much always up to do just about anything and try different things and pretty much do just whatever seemed fun and interesting at the time. So they always thought I'd be the first one to get one and probably end up with multiple tattoos. But as the years went on, I guess I became the little bit more responsible one, and I guess I grew up just a little bit quicker, and I bought a house first, and I did a lot of things a little bit earlier than they did in that respect, as far as being considered a true grown-up. And getting a tattoo was just never one of the things that I ever decided to do. I mean, one of my friends now has multiple tattoos. My other friend has a couple as well. And I'm pretty much the lone holdout. Like I said, I just never really knew what I would want. Whether it be, a symbol as far as all my favorite sports teams, or if I wanted to do something with, going back to my childhood, because I am a pretty big kid at heart, as I still play video games and I make these videos. If I wanted to do maybe like a superhero logo, like Batman, or, well, I definitely wouldn't get Superman, but like a Batman logo or something on me. But like I said, I don't know if that's something I would really want to be looking at for the rest of my life. I mean, that's a long time. That's pretty permanent. And if you ever did want to get rid of it, it's painful and pretty damn expensive to do it. I mean, you could get out of a marriage easier than you can get out of a tattoo. So that was a pretty big decision to make that I was just never able to do, I guess. But I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on that. And if you guys have tattoos, let me know what you got, how many you have, and if they, if they're a little bit personal, what the meaning was for it, and what the thought process was behind them. I said just out of curiosity's sake, because I'm always trying to get to know you guys a little bit better. And sometimes tattoos can be very, very personal. Like I said, they can have something to do with your family and your children, and, life experiences, something big that happened to you, both good and bad, that may have changed you throughout the course of your life. So I'd like to hear a little bit about that from you guys. And this video is going to be winding down now. We did end up winning this game. Like I said, it was a little bit longer since we won the first round, lost the second round, and now we're about to win the third round here. I do have a couple more games already recorded, but I believe, I think they were both on the same map I used last time, so obviously I didn't want to use one of them this time as well. But they were a pretty good game, so I will be bringing them to you sometime in the near future. And as you can see, I finished up with top score at both teams. It's not the best kill-death ratio, but I went 29 and 19. Like I said, most importantly, we did win the game. And here's that little bonus clip of the quad I got with the phosphorus bomb. If you do decide to use this, you really have to lead the enemy team and pretty much try to judge where they're going, because the animation does take a few seconds, and a lot of times they'll move outside that circle. But there's 2 kills, and here comes 3 kills and 4 kills. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video. I will see you soon. I hope you have a good one.